What's up, everybody? Cyril T. Giles here, and this is going to be a movie review on the movie Bloodsport. Picked this up today for $5 at the pawn shop. It's got Bloodsport and Time Cop. Let's all forget about Time Cop. Time Cop really wasn't that great. I mean, it was alright, you know. Bloodsport is one of those movies, again, I grew up on. When I was a kid, my earliest memory of Bloodsport, we lived in Washington State. And we were in a neighborhood, and we were on this trampoline just hanging out. And there was this kid named Sean. I remember his name. And he used to try to intimidate me. You know, I'm little. It's probably 1988, so I'm like, I'm not even 6 years old. I'm like 5, 4, or something like that. But anyways, we're on this trampoline. We're all jumping around, and Sean, he starts with me, and I hit him. And I mean, I don't remember totally hitting him, but I do remember his mom coming to our house and yelling at my mom. And she was like Arabic or something, because she was yelling at my mom in freaking like Arab or whatever language it was. And after that, Sean didn't even look at me. It was pretty funny. But I remember, like, right before they knocked on the door, I remember seeing Bloodsport on the TV, and I remember the part where Chong Li, oh, spoiler alert if you've never seen the movie, the part where Chong Li takes out Jackson, and he grabs, he grabs Jackson's thing, and Frank is trying to grab it. This movie is well written, well directed. There's a few cheesy parts, but this movie is fantastic. And out of all Van Damme's movies, I put this one up at the top. And there was a part where Van Damme, once again, after Chong Li beats up Jackson, and he grabs his thing, and, Chong Li's like, and freaking Van Damme's on the, well, Frank Dukes is on the bus, and it's a song that's pretty cool that's playing. But anyways, in this whole sequence, there's a scene where Van Damme is on top. It looks like on top of all of Hong Kong, and he's on this thing. He's doing the splits, and he's like meditating. And that scene is amazing. It just still holds up to this day. Like I watched this right after I got it, and that scene still holds up. In Blu-ray, it's amazing, by the way. One of the funnier parts is when it's like in the tournament area and they're fighting, and Jackson hits that dude and he throws him off and he goes, "Go home." And of course, if you've seen Bloodsport, you know about "Okay, USA." And another funny part is when Frank Dukes is talking to the reporter, and the guy comes over and he's like, "Here's the chick," or the guy who something breaks chicks with bricks, or some shit like that. Well, anyways, Frank Dukes had broke some bricks, and the dude was talking about that, and he's like, "If you could pull this quarter," it wasn't a quarter, but whatever change it was, he's like, "If you could pull this out my hand before I close it, the girl's yours. If not, hit the road." So anyways, he thought he pulled it out, but he didn't, and it was really funny. But this movie still holds up, and I'll tell you right now, if there was a real Kumite and I had to participate and I could fight like Frank Dukes, I'd win that motherfucker. I just love the fighting style, the choreograph they used for Van Damme in this movie. I thought it was the best out of all his movies. Lionheart's a close second, and of course Kickboxer, but I really like the way he fighted, and I think he could beat anybody with that fighting style. So the real Frank Dukes, who knows? It's so controversial. Like, people say that maybe possibly he really didn't win his tournaments and stuff, and that he brought back a fake trophy and stuff like that. But I don't care. Like I said, a great movie, and I recommend it. If you haven't seen it, check out Bloodsport. Cyril T. Giles here. Oh yeah, check out A Feast for Bros on the Hypes Watch channel. Follow me on Twitter, Cyril T. Giles. Cyril T. Giles out.